Good day. Welcome to Smoke Showing with Jay. Today we're going to be doing a little bit different video. We're not going to be smoking. We're going to be re-seasoning my older Masterbuilt propane smoker. I finally received the parts, got it put back in place, and we're going to re-season it. We're also going to talk about seasoning a brand new smoker for those of you that are lucky enough to get a new one. All right, I'll be right back. So this is my Masterbuilt propane smoker. I've had this smoker for about three and a half years. Bought it somewhere in 2019. I've had great success with it until last August when I had a failure of basically all the components in there. It would no longer stay lit. So that was a challenge. It's been a challenge to get the parts. I ordered the parts in August. They sent me defective parts. I was on the phone and talked to service multiple times. I got some other parts. They were the incorrect parts. Finally, I got some new parts, and now it's working. So in the meantime, I took it all apart and cleaned it, and I did do some spray painting, stuff like that. I'm gonna open it up and show you. As you can see, it's nice and clean, and you can actually see through the glass. That is very abnormal for my smoker. My smoker is usually really dirty and full of smoke residue all the time. So as you can see, hopefully you can see, I am getting a little bit of rust on the grates because I cleaned them and then I didn't season them. I should have seasoned them as soon as I got them, or I should have just put a coating of oil on them. Excuse me. So to season a brand new smoker, gas, electric, first thing you're going to want to do is assemble it completely. Put all of the parts in, all your racks, your water tray down here if you have a water tray. I'm going to open mine up. You can see this is my tray for my wood chips, and there it all is. You can see that it's building up rust really quickly without that coating on it, and you're going to want that. So we're going to get it all going here. So first of all, we're going to talk about a brand new smoker. Electric or propane. I'm not familiar with pellet smokers. You'll have to read the directions. But for most smokers that are brand new, first thing you're going to want to do is wipe it all down, clean it up as best you can. You're going to try and get as many of the chemicals from the manufacturing process off of it. So you're going to wipe down all of it, all the inside, all of your racks, all of your components, your water tray, your wood chips. Wipe down the whole entire thing, all right, with a really mild soap and water, and then give it a rinse it out with some fresh water, using a cloth of course for this whole process. You're not going to douse it. When I cleaned this, I actually took my power washer to it because it hadn't been cleaned in like 4 or 5 years. I usually smoke once or twice a week, so it doesn't really get a chance to get dirty, so I'm always smoking. So for a brand new grill, or brand new smoker, after you've wiped it all down, you're going to want to go ahead, open the vents. My vents are at the back there. You're going to want to open those as wide as possible. You may have top vents, you may have side vents. You're going to want to open those as wide as possible. Put all of your grates in again, just like I mentioned before. Your water tray, put all the components in just like you were about to smoke. Then you're going to shut it down and get it in the mode to smoke. Wow, I can see myself in the mirror. Hi everybody. So for the brand new smokers, you're going to get it just like you would if you were going to smoke. If you have a propane smoker, you would light it up. If you have an electric one, you're going to set the temperature between 250 and 300 degrees. If you can get it to 300 degrees, that's what you want to do. Propane smokers, I have temperature. I can control mine a little bit easier. So I'm going to crank it up to about 300 degrees, and you're going to let it burn off with nothing in it for 2 hours. All right, so 300 degrees for 2 hours is what you're looking for. in a well ventilated area because you want to burn off all of those chemicals. All right, then the next step you're going to do once that 2-hour mark comes around is you're going to turn it off, and you're going to let it cool down for just a few minutes just so you can work in it. And then the next step is we are going to season everything and put some wood chips in. So what I mean by seasoning is now we're going to apply some oil. All right, I like Pam, but you can use whatever you want, just some cheap oil, because you're going to burn it off and you're going to create a coating over it. So what you would do is take your Pam, like I said, I like Pam because it's cheap and it's easy to use, and you're going to spray all of your grates, all the walls, all of your water tray, your chip tray, all of those, spray them with Pam. And then down here in your wood tray, you're going to put in whatever wood you want. It does not matter what kind of wood you use, just as long as it's designed for smoking. You're going to put it in there, you're going to turn your smoker back on, and you're going to let it smoke for another hour. All right, at that high temp, right around 300 degrees is what you're looking for. All right, that way you'll get a nice coating of smoke throughout your grill, and that'll help protect it and stop this rust from happening. Okay, so anytime you clean your grates, you need to protect them. I just got busy doing a lot of other things and it never happened. So that's what that's what you're going to want to do for a new smoker. And then once that hour is done, your smoker is ready to be used. It's very important you don't forget that step when you buy a brand new smoker. You need to get all those chemicals burnt off and get rid of as much of those chemicals and get it nice and seasoned so that you can get really good flavor when you smoke. So the next segment here we're going to talk about is older smokers like mine that have been cleaned. I really don't recommend cleaning your smoker too much. Every once in a while just wipe it down, but I figured I had it all apart. I may as well give it a good thorough cleaning. So I now need to re-season mine. This is a much simpler process when you've already had a smoker. All the chemicals in the manufacturing process have been burnt off, so those are good. So this step is simple. I'm going to open my vent all the way just like it is here, and I open that actually right there, and I actually open that from the back. The next step I'm going to do is take my Pam, and it can be canola oil, olive oil, whichever you want. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray all my grates. I'm going to spray the back wall a little bit. I'm just going to get a little bit of oil on it. And what this oil is going to do is it's going to cook on, and it's going to provide a barrier. You see all the dust and all the fumes coming off of this stuff from the Pam. So I got it all coated with Pam, and I'm not sponsored by Pam, just whatever oil you have. So everything is coated. Alright, so we're going to load up my chip tray, and I have some post oak here that's open, so I'm going to put that in. So I got some post oak in here in my chip tray. A lot of people replace this with a cast iron pan. This works for me. I'm not overly concerned about it. So this post oak should last about 45 minutes, but I'm going to do the smoke for a good hour because I don't have any chemicals other than the oil I just put in. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my propane on and get this sucker lit, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got her all lit. You can see it's heating up. I have it set right at about 300 degrees. So we're gonna, you can see it's already smoking, that oil smoking off. We're gonna get her all shut, and we're gonna get her smoking. So at the back here, my vents are adjustable, as every smoker has adjustable vents. In this process, I want to make sure it's wide open. So you can see I'm already burning some of that oil off, and the wood chips will probably take here in a minute, and we'll start getting some good smoke. So it's only been about 2 minutes, and I already got some good smoke rolling here. So I'm going to let this cook for a good hour. I'm gonna check my wood chips in about 30 minutes. I'm smoking this at a higher temperature, so it's gonna burn through my chips pretty quick. My chips usually last about 45 minutes in the 250 range, but I'm up at 300, so probably gonna last about half hour, 20 minutes maybe. So I'll be back in a minute to check those off. All right, so we've been smoking for just over an hour. Open her up, I'm gonna turn it off. Turn my propane off. Flame just went out. Open her up. Take a look. All right. So as you can see, the grates, all the rust is gone. Got some nice creosote building up in there, and that's what you want. Looks good. That's all there is to it. Just remember, anytime you do good cleaning, you need to re-season it. You can see the screen, it's nice and got a nice coating of creosote on it. That's what you're looking for. So I'm gonna shut it because it's still got a little bit of smoke going there. So there we go. That's all there's to it. Let it smoke, and now you are ready to go out and make marvelous smoking pieces of meat and vegetables and whatever else you want to put on your smoker. Hope you enjoyed, found it educational. If you have any questions, post them below. I check it a couple times a week and I'll get back to you. All right, thanks for watching Smoke Showing with Jay. Peace, love, and hair grease.